So Brace and I grew up together, and we had gang wars in kindergarten. And don't take this lightly. This was legit.
They were real.
They were real. The cartel, the mafia.
And I've heard about these throughout the ages.
I spit on them. Yeah. Now, if you're part of that and you're listening, I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, like, we hated each other. I remember it was like intense.
Well, I remember for some reason very well. So I don't know. Obviously, probably not listening. Cage Davidson. Was my arch nemesis.
Well, how did
this when
start?
I see him, I'm like,
you just glare.
What's up?
Him.
I'm like, you want to fight right now? But I don't want to fight. But do you want to?
How did this all begin?
Well, so it's always. I mean, when elementary, whoever's fast is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
For some reason,
fast is like
Race
dominant.
was fast, but he was the second in command.
Yeah.
Cage was literally a bullet.
Cage was like the Flash.
I felt like you guys in Star Wars references were the Empire, the evil. I felt like you guys were evil, and I was this rebel. I feel like my crew was made up of rebellious, the people that were. I feel like my crew was weaker. Like you guys had, I mean, no one will make. I'm about to say names, but everyone that would not make sense to anyone. So basically, it was like they had. I mean, their second in command could be the leader of the third group. That was Race. So they were this ultimate speedster team.
I should have done that. I should have.
I was like, why was Race second in command? I was thinking about this strategically. We had different kind of like bases throughout the playground.
Yeah.
I remember the Rocket was a main. I don't know if that was a meeting place. All I remember is we carried around pencils sometimes. I know we threw rocks. But
this was actual battles.
Yeah, the battles were run, stop in a pile. We're like, what are you doing here? And then we'd run away. But in that, it was like recess is going down. It was like most kids are like, I want to be team leader of this game. We're like, I'm gonna shank you with this pencil.
No, seriously. Yeah, that was intense.
But do you remember one day, and we would chase. If like it would be like 2-on-1 sometimes, like hey, that kid's going. That kid's going to pick grass. Go get him. Yeah. And it'd be like you go. It's literally like a drive-by. So one time this kid's chasing me, and I'm running, and I'm juking him, and I'm running, and I don't know if I did this on purpose, but I ran him into a windowsill.
What?
I don't think I did it on purpose. We're running on the sidewalk, and I turn a harsh corner, look back, and then bullet. And I completely just did a swift little ninja dodge, and he's going, boom, clothesline. And he completely gets clothesline. He's bleeding. Everyone's like, what happened? I'm like, mess with me, bro. You mess with the gang.
Messing with the wrong gang.
You mess with Luke's gang.
So similarly to you, I remember I was being chased by this kid once, and all of a sudden I was like, no, I'm not gonna let someone chase me like that. So I turned around on him, and I started sprinting in circles around him as fast as I could, kicking up. We had like the pea gravel. Like,
oh my gosh, you were actually just the Flash.
And I started kicking up pea gravel. The kid literally swallowed rocked and started crying.
What in the world is this?
And I got told on, and I remember I had to sit like on the wall for that recess because I made a kid swallow rocks.
That's hilarious. You literally did an absolute juke. It must have been one of my lower tiers.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Yeah, it was one of your little henchmen.
But I had Zach Griffinius.
Yeah.
And he was my second in command, and he was not you. He was not as fast as you. It was kind of like, I kind of knew. And I was like, I think I know we're weaker. And going through this, I was like, when we fight and attack each other, I think we'll lose. So I have to strategically run kids into windowsills to take them out. And if you're the kid that got run into a windowsill, number one, that's your fault. Number two, I'm not sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Wow, that is intense.
It went down at Stewart Elementary.
I've heard about the gangs, but not that in depth.
Oh yeah,
that is intense.
I can't think of any other specific. Well, so let me keep going with our childhood. After that, first grade, then Race and I were like best friends.
Yeah,
we used to play Hero Factory, hang out.
Remember, we got the same first grade teacher, so we were like, oh. My arch enemy is in the same class. Let's just become best friends now.
We're like, we're just friends now.
Yeah.
And the one thing I remember is you had the finger. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah, I felt
it got to a point. Yeah,
I
Race
felt
would
so bad
go
about
up
that.
to people.
No, you know what?
It would go up to me, and I think
that was when I took over. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of being second in command. I'm going to become the leader.
Yeah, because oh my gosh. So Race would literally take his finger and just go like that and do a jab.
Oh my!
And I remember getting jabs to a point. I'm pretty sure I went home and I was like, "Mom, I don't know what to do." Race
You told on me.
Yeah, I did, and it set you straight. I'm like, I'm the leader. I'm going to the ops. I'm going to talk to him, and I had to set Race straight because the finger was pretty much like putting a gun up to my.
Yeah,
like,
That's so funny. That's like knowing like a pressure point in elementary school.
Race. Well, so Race wrestled. So you had an immediate advantage. Like when I knew in my head, I was like, I mean, I'm not the person that's like, let's fight. But I was like, if it comes down to it, Race is gonna break my neck.
Yeah,
that was what in first grade. Those are my. I mean,
if you messed up,
when you grow up in a gang in kindergarten, you can't just expect to live life normally. So. I mean, that's why Race got into Purdue. Is because he...
Is that what started this conversation?